As the two teams compete to win the Premier League, Declan Rice claims that joining Arsenal seemed more exciting than joining Manchester City. While both Man City and Arsenal were vying for Rice's signing from West Ham throughout the summer, it was the Gunners who ultimately signed him in a £100 million deal. Rice preferred to move to North London and join Mikel Arteta at Arsenal, but Pep Guardiola was eager to have the then Hammers captain join his team at the Etihad Stadium. With a few games left in the season, Rice's current team and his previous suitor are only separated by 1 point in a tight title fight. Arsenal and Rice will not win the Premier League unless Manchester City make a mistake. But the England midfielder doesn't seem to be regretting his transfer choice, after it was made clear to him that he might have been playing with Rodri instead of competing against Man City for the championship. Rice said to The Athletic, "I know. However, this idea sounded more interesting, so I decided to come to Arsenal because I think we're going to do huge things together." In addition, Rice, who is expected to play a significant role for England in the 2024 European Cup, said he relishes his midfield duels with Rodri, whom he considers to be the greatest in the world in that position. It's enjoyable. Rice continued, "I think that we are different players since his birth in Spain. Rodri has always been a natural number 6. I think my style is much more spontaneous. I have obviously been better organized this season. However, in terms of how I play, I feel like I have a little more freedom. He's the best in the world, without a doubt, but there are different things that we complement each other on." Despite mounting consecutive title challenges under Arteta, Arsenal has not won the Premier League since 2004. The Gunners trailed Manchester City by 5 points in the last campaign and will trail the Spanish team by 2 points if both clubs win their remaining games. With a home game against Bournemouth on Saturday, Arteta's club will continue their title defense. On the last day, they will host Everton, then play Manchester United at Old Trafford. Under Mikel Arteta's direction, the Emirates Stadium presently feels like a really happy place where everyone is having a great time. During yet another successful campaign, the Gunners can boast a youthful group of players, led by important players in Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, and Bukayo Saka, who appear ready to begin on this exciting trip with them thanks to the Spaniard and EDU's outstanding recruitment. One player, though, appears certain to depart Mikel Arteta's Arsenal endeavour going forward. When his contract in North London expires this summer, the Italian news outlet believes the number 20 for Arsenal has informed Juventus that he would like to join them and return to Italy. Arsenal hasn't offered Gorgino a new contract yet, and it doesn't appear like they will, according to Calciomercato. Thus, everything seems to be pointing to the £110,000 per week man leaving this summer. Given that Gorgino has played a significant role for Arteta this season, some people may be startled by this news. Declan Rice described his fellow midfielder, who represents Italy, as a world-class football player earlier this season. The Italy international has made 35 appearances across all competitions. But as the Blues are now painfully learning, you need a balance between young players with promise and seasoned managers who have seen it all. For that reason, Arteta needs to try to find a replacement for Gorgino who can still mentor Arsenal's younger players. There are rumors that Martin Zubimendi of Real Sociedad No. 4 will replace him. It would be wise for Edu to pursue the Spaniard, who has 238 professional appearances under his belt, including matches in the UEFA Champions League and caps for the Spanish national team, and is still young enough to still progress at the age of 25. Make careful to monitor this development, since it wouldn't be shocking to see Zubimendi take Gorgino's spot at Arsenal this summer. The North London derby on Sunday saw Perry Groves, an Arsenal icon, celebrate a goal for the Gunners in the stands, which infuriated Tottenham supporters. With a 3-2 victory at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Mikel Arteta's team continued to battle for the Premier League title ahead of Manchester City. After a goal by Pierre-Emile Højbjerg gave Arsenal the lead in the 15th minute, the visitors' lead was increased by Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz at half-time. Groves, a co-commentator with TalkSport, was seated in the stadium's media area when Arsenal was winning, and he was captured on camera pumping his fist. Groves celebrated with the former Arsenal winger, which infuriated Tottenham fans seated nearby during TalkSport's live radio broadcast. One enraged Tottenham fan can be heard shouting, "Get out," at Groves multiple times on camera as he gave an airborne fist pump. "You should be ashamed of yourself, you're on the radio, you'll cause a riot here, you can't do that, there are kids here. It's dangerous," the supporter who was capturing the footage subsequently said to Groves. The fan who was recording the event then asked a nearby steward, "Excuse me, do you know that fella there?" to get his attention. "That is not what he should be doing." Groves then looks over and sees the fan standing behind him, saying, "That's a liberty, pal, and you shouldn't be doing that. Perry, wake up. You're aware of your errors. Perry, please stop doing that, you're live on the radio." Then, a third supporter yelled, "Get him out," and a second replied, "He needs to go." The steward then approached Groves, who continued to commentate throughout the duration of the show. Thank you for watching my channel, please subscribe for more videos, goodbye.